I'm going to hold your hand while I say this. Cold email pitching is not dead. Hello, loves. Today's episode, we're going to be talking about how am I getting UGC deals and is cold pitching dead? And I want to say, first of all, I am recording this from my hotel room in Scotland. I am in Edinburgh, and first of all, love it here. And while I've been here, I have gotten thousands of dollars worth of inbounds for UGC deals. Like, I'm literally out of the office. I ain't working this week, and my business is still working for me. Like, I have gotten several legit inbound emails that are worth thousands of dollars. So I'm going to go home, respond to these emails, and be like, slay. My business is still working while I was literally on vacation walking around Scotland. So, inbounds. Yeah, huge strategy for getting UGC clients. And I think you shouldn't be sleeping on it. Personal branding, posting online. I know that you didn't get into UGC to become an influencer, but you do not have to do that. You don't have to post like an influencer. You don't have to be an influencer. Literally, you just need to create an account where you can post your UGC examples, give yourself a personal brand, give yourself a little branding facelift, talk about what makes you you. Share your hobbies, share your life, share client testimonials, share past videos that you've made, share statistics, just share about your lifestyle and why a brand would want to hire you. There are so many great examples out there of UGC creators who are doing this well. Literally just go and look up on Instagram UGC creators and find the ones that you really like, that you can tell have built a good personal brand, and take some notes from what they're doing. What kind of content are they posting? And you can learn from that. You can also ask our good friend Claude AI because he gives great advice and he'll know what you should be posting on Instagram. But you should not be sleeping on inbounds. It is such a great strategy. Brands and agencies all the time are searching on different platforms to try to find UGC creators. So whether that's Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, Threads, Twitter, wherever you are, brands are. So pick a platform or two that you really want to build a personal brand on, and I highly recommend investing in that strategy for your UGC business. It is one of those that just continues to pay off time and time again, especially over time. It just makes you searchable. So like brands can find you when they go and search outdoor UGC creator, travel UGC creator, millennial mom UGC creator. This gives them a chance to actually find you. And that's the power of having an online presence. And you don't have to have a ton of followers. Don't worry about your follower count at all, literally. This is for searchability and having kind of a separate online portfolio, if you will. Don't sleep on inbound strategy. Please, I am begging you, if you want a long-term UGC business, it is just, it's worth doing. And with that as well, is you can be searching on these platforms for jobs. So Reddit, Threads, Twitter, those are kind of the best ones. Sometimes LinkedIn, but you can be going on these platforms and just curating your feed to give you, what do you call it? You can train your algorithm to feed you UGC opportunities. So follow other UGC creators, follow agencies, follow people who are posting UGC opportunities, search for keywords or hashtags like UGC opportunity, UGC opportunities, UGC jobs. looking for UGC creators needed. Okay, this is training your algorithm. So every time you open the app, you're going to find posts where people are looking for UGC creators. You can apply on those threads. A lot of times they have instructions of like drop your portfolio below. Drop your portfolio. Also tell them something about yourself. Like give them a sentence that lets them know who you are, why you would be a good fit for this specific job. Give them your email. And yeah, you can drop a relevant UGC example if you have one. And that's just a really good way to stand out from other applications. And a tip that I heard from Julie at the UGC Creator Connect event was she was like, even if a post has a ton of comments and applications under it, still put yours in there. Because just because a ton of people applied does not mean that a ton of people are actually a good fit for that campaign or that brand. And other brands and other agencies sometimes scroll through those threads. And so you are just giving yourself more visibility. It is worth putting out there and applying to these.
Hey there, travel UGC creator. Did you know that your best content ideas are already hidden in the content you've previously shared? That's right. Most of the time, we find ourselves scrambling for new content ideas when really we should just be looking at our analytics of what's worked well for our audience and rinse and repeat. I'm Laura, and I host the Travel Creator Podcast. And over there, we talk so much about making content creation sustainable and freaking easy because there's no BS here. We know that content creation can be really tough. So, the next time you are wondering what the heck to post, go back and look at your top performing posts. Go back and look at the top 10 and ask specific questions about who they were for, what they were answering, and why they performed well. You can also do this with new UGC clients you are pitching or new UGC video ideas. So, back to Maddie, but I'll see you over on the Travel Creator.
So that is kind of how I would utilize social media in terms of inbounds and then also actually searching for UGC jobs. Another way is platforms. And I do not personally use platforms at all anymore as a UGC creator. It just was never my favorite way to go about UGC. But I know some UGC creators who make their full-time income off of Fiverr or off of Upwork, and that is totally a way that you can go. I think one of the biggest misconceptions is that like there's a right way to do UGC, but there's not. Like you can do UGC however you want to do it, and you can make it work because other people have made that work. So why couldn't you? And literally, oh my God, this is driving me crazy. Like, I'm going to hold your hand while I say this. Cold email pitching is not dead. It's not. That's still how I get like a third of my deals. I would say like a third of my deals come from inbounds, a third of my deals are from returning clients, and a third of my deals are from outbound pitching. Okay? Outbound pitching still works. It will always work because this is how so many businesses work is through cold pitching and through cold emailing. Like this is nothing new. Okay? It is not unique to the UGC industry whatsoever. So many businesses are literally built on cold pitching, and it's not going anywhere. However, the industry does change. And so you have to be willing to keep up with that. So if your current pitch, the response rate starts to tank, okay, great. That means we got to update it. That means we got to test some new stuff. That means whatever. You know, you have to stay up to date on the industry. You have to continue to make sure that your pitches are standing out and that people are responding to them. And that just takes practice and it takes diligence. And that is what comes along with literally any business. So just know cold email pitching, it is not dead. Oh my God. And please do not believe that. If you have heard that online, it's not true. I'm still cold pitching. I teach my students to cold pitch. They're landing plenty of deals cold pitching. Trust me, it's still a thing. And there's no like one email template that you're going to get that's going to be like, okay, great. Once I start sending this, like I'm going to get a bunch of UGC deals. There's no, it is an evolving thing. How we pitch evolves. What we say in our pitches evolves. Um, whether you're sending super personalized pitches or you're sending more of like mass templated pitches, there's a lot of ways to go about it. And it kind of shape shifts throughout your UGC career. So I actually started my UGC career by doing like mass email templated pitching. Then I did more personalized pitching. And then I kind of went back to the template pitch. And now I mostly do template pitches. I have those running in the background. My Bento VA sends them out every month. And then I'll go in and do some personalized pitches every month to brands that I like really want to work with or I have a really good idea for. Um, but cold email pitching is something that's just always evolving. And you kind of just have to be okay with that. There's no one template that I could give you that's like, okay, do this and say this, and this is going to be your open rate, and this will be your response rate, and you'll get this many deals if you pitch this many people. Like, that's not really how it works. It changes from month to month, from year to year, from pitch to pitch. And that's just part of business, keeping track of metrics. How are things performing? How can I change this? How can I update this? How can I make it better? Yeah, that's business, baby. My genuine advice to you, if I was just starting out UGC, and also literally what I do, is I would get Bento, get the VA version, have those VA pitches, those templated pitches be going out on your behalf, and then commit to sending some more personalized pitches to the brands you really want to work with every month. So depending on your income goals and how much time you have to put into UGC will determine how many of those personalized pitches you're sending out. But I would send out as many of those personalized pitches as you can while also having the templated ones running in the background. And I would make that kind of the basis of your UGC business. And then I would commit to starting a personal brand online. And posting your UGC examples, posting those client testimonials, stats, why brands should work with you. Commit to building a personal brand online. That is a long-term strategy. And again, like a third of my UGC deals come from inbounds from that. And then I would use like searching on social media for jobs, applying on platforms, that kind of thing, as sort of a do it if you want to, do it when you feel like it, do it if you need the extra cash. But I personally don't rely on platforms. I've never relied on platforms, never wanted to. And I just find they tend to be lower paying and you're competing against so many people applying on those platforms. So personally, that's what I would do if I were you. I have a discount for Bento. I'll link it in the show notes, but literally it's just Maddie is the code, MADDY. And if you use that, you'll get a little discount on your Bento subscription. I personally love Bento. I use it. My students use it. It's great. And then start that personal brand, baby. Start that personal brand. I have a feeling that next month inside of UGC Basecamp, we're probably going to do like a personal branding challenge. Buckle up, ladies. So if that's something you're wanting to focus more on and you need more mentorship and community with your UGC business, check out UGC Basecamp. It is the shit. Genuinely, like it is the place to be if you want to grow your UGC business and be consistent with it. The girls in there are fucking killing it. Like literally killing it. Yesterday, we had 3 girls post like their updates for how March went. And like one girl was like, I made over $3,000 doing UGC. This is my biggest month yet. She only does UGC like 10 to 15 hours a week. And then another girl who also does it very part-time, she hit her first 6K month, which is fucking amazing. And then a girl in there who does this full-time, and she made over $10,000 in March with UGC, and that was her, I think, her second 10K month with UGC. So there are so many people killing it with UGC, out there putting in the work, finding success with it, and yeah, a lot of those women are inside of UGC Basecamp. So if you're interested in joining us and having community and mentorship and lots of good stuff to keep you on track in your UGC business and help you scale, check out the show notes because I will link the the website to check out Basecamp. And if you join, oh my God, I'll see you inside because it's literally the best place in the whole world. I swear by that. Literally today I was writing like handwritten notes to some of my girls because they've been in there for a month now, which is crazy. And I wrote a little happy 1 month anniversary card to them. And I even did like a little tarot card pull for each of them and wrote that in their letter and what it meant and all that stuff. Anyway, if you can't tell, I love being a coach. I love being a coach. I love my students. I love the relationships that we get to build inside of spaces like Basecamp. So if you're craving some of that, I would love to have you inside. Hope this episode is insightful and also maybe a little bit of like a wake-up call in terms of there's no one right way to do UGC, but also pitching is not dead. Stick to what you want to do. Work hard at it. You will be successful. I believe in you. All right. See you guys in the next episode. Bye.
This podcast was produced by Your Girl Media.